Hello, everyone. Welcome to yet another insightful episode of Alumni Chronicles from PIBA. Today, we have Komal Shekhawat, a seasoned business analyst with almost 12 years of professional experience. She spent 7 years in the finance sector before moving to the IT industry, where she has been excelling as a business analyst at a reputable MNC for the past 5 years. So, in this conversation, we'll dive into her career, her BA journey, industry insights, and the best practices that helped her thrive in this role. So, let's get started. Welcome, Komal. Thank you so much for joining with us today. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Yes, I'm good, doing good too. Thank you. So
Mm.
let's start by hearing an introduction from yourself so that the audience can get to know you better.
Yeah, sure. So I'll try to keep it short. So my name is
Yeah.
Komal Shekhawat. I'm Mumbai based, but basically I'm from Rajasthan, but yeah, born and brought up everything from Mumbai. When I'll talk about my experience, so I have total around more than 9 years of experience. Earlier, I was into finance because I completed my graduation into finance, and after that, I also completed my MBA, and I also completed my project management course from Prince 2. And in between, I was also working with four different companies in my entire career for the 9 years. I worked for the
Okay.
for four companies, which included some of the broking companies, stock broking company, leading banks, and the leading MNCs also. So currently, I'm working with one leading MNC investment banking in Mumbai only. Apart from this, if I'll just talk about my finance, so I was mainly into a capital market where I was a senior equity dealer. I was dealing with the equity, so I have good knowledge into capital market, options, future, and everything. And eventually I went into asset management company, and then purely into business analyst. I can say the project coordinator would be the best word here. I was coordinating a
Okay.
few of the project from in my last company. Yeah.
Okay. So I think that's a lot of experience you have with respect to the BA, the finance side. So mostly, I can call you, a, a person from the banking side, investment banking side, and
Yes.
also with the rich experience into the BA side. So
Yes.
that's really inspiring to know, Komal. So let's start from the finance side itself. Just curious to know what got you interested into the finance domain initially.
So from start, as I completed my graduation into finance, so I was into finance only. So after my graduation, I got job into finance. So when
Okay.
I was into capital market, the first job which I got into a stock broking company, I realized that this is something very interesting. At the same time, when you are in a Mumbai, you are just surrounded by people who are into finance. So you are all time interested into finance and everything, economics, what's going on, macro, micro, and everything. So yeah,
Okay.
and after that, when you get experience into finance, your educational background into finance, then you just get everything like your next job, your people, your surroundings, everything into finance. So this was the major reason. I can say it was not a choice; it was a conditioning. The finance.
Oh, okay, okay. That's good to know. Uh, okay, so first you said finance. So now let's, understand how from finance to business analysis. So what made you realize that, okay, you wanted to make a transition from the finance side to the business analysis side?
Okay, so after one asset management company, I went into one MNC. In that, I was working as a project coordinator. At the same time, mainly I was into finance. But here, I can tell the name is a merger and acquisition department where I associated with.
Okay.
And I was just understanding how everything works. But as my base was into finance, I was able to understand everything. But then I realized the automation is happening. Now people are going into making the process easy, efficient, and cost saving was a major concern of all the banks, whether it is MNC or it is Indian based. So everyone is going towards IT. Uh, I remember when I was talking to my stakeholders for my finance profile as well. They were mainly talking about the IT. They were mainly talking about, hey, how can we make this process automated? So it can save our time. We can crack more deals and everything. This was the major idea. So I understand if I really want to make my career, if I to be honest, to get a more good job, to make more money, you should be into IT because IT is the future. I realized it while working. So that's why I was observing, and eventually I got opportunity to work with the people who are into automation, who are into IT. So as I was saying that this was a MNC, so we were having few of the people in the London, few of the people in Hong Kong, Singapore. So they were all working on some very big project, and I was a part of it. And eventually, I got very good opportunity to understand the process. As I said,
Mm-hmm.
I was into a project coordination. So here, what is BA? What business analyst is doing is analyzing the business problem, talking to all the people, and making everything possible. You know, you just need to talk to all people, create a document, and make sure this thing is getting happen. So this is
Yeah.
I was doing, but not completely into IT. But then I just moved into because somewhere I got my transition that I know this area. I just need to learn
Mm.
few of the IT terms, few of the IT processes, and I'm into it. So people who are into coding background, the tech and everything, I was not from that, and it was not easy for me. But here I got that I'll say the sweet spot. I can understand the project management. I can what exactly I can do. I can understand few of the famous terms. That's it, and I can coordinate and I can become BA. So yeah, now I'm BA.
Okay, okay. So I I think that's a planned strategy, which you planned right from the start, and then all the other factors contributed in helping you achieve that, and finally you achieve that transition. So yeah, that I think I feel that is a very honest answer on why did you want to come right from the finance domain to the IT side,
Yeah.
having having said like the vast amount of experience that you have in the finance side as well. So truly inspiring, Komal. uh, so again, based on the same question, so how did your experience in the finance side help you when you started, or when you moved into the IT as a BA role?
Okay, so here the biggest thing was asking the right question. Okay, when you are BA, you really need to understand the requirement. Like this is, I'll tell you in a very simple, like explain me like a five type. So
Mm.
here, what exactly we are doing? This is the requirement. Okay, so here you need to first understand the requirement. But for understanding, at least you know the process. When I'm from finance, I can understand what is their pain area. I can ask the right question. Okay, what we can do? Can we just make this change? Can we make that change? If you are not finance, for example, I'm from healthcare, I'll not be able to ask him what is regulatory reporting, why you want to manage the risk. I cannot ask because I'm from health. So what
Yeah.
is the thing is first you need to understand the domain that is the finance. Then you can ask the question, understand the requirement, document that, and of course, you can take help from the IT people. See, I really want to make this happen. You just tell me what IT tool you need, what you need from me, and we can make this happen. So this is how finance can help you to go into the IT, to into BA, to into making any project successful. But at least you should know the base, the area, and the market. If you do not know, I don't think so. Like it's not that if you're from health, you cannot be finance BA. You can, but you just need
Uh,
to study. That's it. Like you can study anything. You need to study that as well.
Okay, so I understand that the combination of your domain expertise in the finance side, and then once when you mastered the IT skills and the IT BA role, so you became super confident that you are able to totally understand the client requirements and then deliver whatever is expected from our end too.
Yes.
Okay. Great, Komal. So again, I would like to ask a continuation from the previous question. So, what skills from the finance side, you know, you feel were transferable to the business analysis side, or you transferred from finance to the BA side?
Okay, so here actually it was in my pain area when I really wanted to go into BA because I knew the
Mm-hmm.
finance and I knew the procedure, but I was not sure about the tools, the skills which I need to focus upon because when you go into market, there are n number of things and there are many people as we are living into social media and the internet era where everyone will give you some advice, but you're not sure which is good for you. So here I was actually mastering everything. I was trying to understand agile. I was trying to understand the testing part and everything. And though it was not related to finance, it was related to IT, but I was not sure if I'm right or wrong. So after doing lots of research and lots of talk to people, like it took me a year just to understand what's going on. So here I'll
Okay.
name few of these skills which you actually require. So first you need, I'll be very honest here, no jargons, I'll not use any jargon because it will not help anybody. So first you
Yeah.
need to know the documentation. Okay, you
Yeah.
understand finance, you ask the right question, but what? Your IT people will ask, like, what should I do? You please make me explain. You document it properly. You need to document everything. You should understand how to write a flow. Like, this is the process, and we want to reach here. How we will go? So, you need to understand how to make the process. So, this is like documentation is a major part. Second, the agile and everything. Agile and hybrid. Why I'm saying these words? Because now all the companies which are leading or even which are really aspiring, what they really want, they want to go into agile methodology. Like, this is the work we really want to make it finish, so you need to understand Jira, all the ceremonies, all the
Mm.
epics and everything. So here the second thing, you need to understand the project management in perspective of agile and waterfall. So these are the two things.
Okay.
And third, the stakeholder management, which I think not every BA, but there are management people, they are also doing. Like, you should be able to talk. Like, you cannot order somebody that you just do it because they'll not listen to you. You should be able, like, it's a
Okay.
people skill, no? I should be able to
Yeah.
talk. Like, we want to make this happen. What do you think? Like, you really need to ask people's opinion, because if you want to give order to somebody, they'll not follow you. So here, I think the
Mm.
three major skill which I really think is important. It's like documentation. You need to understand. Like, you should be able to present. Second, the agile and the methodologies which your work will make happen. And third, people
Mm.
skill. I think these three skills.
Okay, okay. So folks out there, like who you can note this point, the basic skills that is common to both the domains, which Komal has followed, and she is successful in achieving that as well. So, Komal, like, so you said about your finance, your motivation for the BA role. So now let's come to the PIBA session. So how did you come across PIBA, and how did it help in your journey?
Okay, so here what really has happened, I'll tell you. As I said, I was doing lots of research and everything. So everyone just told me if you're on a LinkedIn, you can get the job. But this is myth. No, you'll not get the job. Just you are on the LinkedIn and it will not guarantee anything. So I was just sending lots of requests to people who are already BA. I was going through their profile and I was
Mm-hmm.
doing this and that. I was joining every possible group in WhatsApp so I can understand how you'll get the job. So here, so I was doing everything, but eventually I just joined one group, and people were posting all the DA jobs, and I started giving the interview. And those folks who are taking my interview, they were very sure that she's not really good with the BA skills. Maybe she's good with the
Okay.
finance. So this was the
Okay.
issue I was facing. Maybe you're good with the project management, but you cannot be BA. Like, BA is a separate role. It's a totally a separate
Yeah.
role. Then in one group, I just remember I asked how we can practically learn the BA skills. Like, is there any platform? So I think there are few alumni who are successful in getting the job from PIBA. So they just suggested this group, this link, and it was a LinkedIn link. I remember I just went, and there was one workshop was going on. I joined that, and there was a Dibanshu. He was talking a lot. He talks a lot, but he talks in a very confident manner. So I really understood that, yeah, I think he knows, at least he knows more than what people are saying. Then I joined that workshop, and then eh, see how it works. When you're in a workshop, you understand, and then after that, they ask for some amount. Then I thought, this is again, I think some kind of scam is going on. They'll ask me some money, and they'll just say, you don't get, we don't care. But then I talked
Yeah.
to Debanshu that these are my concerns. Then he just said that you just take it, be very dedicated. If you will not get it, you can defame me on LinkedIn if you want. He just said this. I remember that. So I was like,
Okay.
okay, if someone is so confident that he can at least make me learn few of the skills, so I said, oh,
Hmm.
okay, let's give a try because I was trying everything. So I
Okay.
just joined that, and he was very rigorous with the process. I remember for 2 days he was not letting us do any other thing. You need to study, you need to complete the project. He was very confident about everything, and
Hmm.
yes, I think this was a very nice, or I can say the best decision because I really listened to him and I
Hmm.
understood a few of the things which are because practically I was not really sure how the things work, and he
Okay.
made me realize that how you really need to do it. And yeah,
Hmm.
now I'm here, I can say.
That's funny and interesting at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what were the key takeaways that you can say from PIBA?
So yeah, PIBA, I can say that the first thing he makes you realize that what is exactly the practical realization into your BA journey, like exactly how you need to create a JIRA, like what is
Hmm.
acceptance criteria, why IT people want this, how you need to talk to stakeholder, every term and terminology he was making us explain with the help of example. So after joining, after 4 or 5 sessions, I was clear with the most of the concepts which I really wanted to understand. And the best part
Okay.
is, after completing this weekend's lecture, he was giving us some of the projects with the help of team, and he was asking us to present everything in the next weekend, which is really nice because here I got to know many people who are into the same journey. At the same time, we were
Okay.
creating the projects, and he also helped us to understand the uh, how AI you can use to create your projects. How can you be
Hmm.
successful more into BA journey with the help of AI? So these are the
Hmm.
few, I think, very important things like project management, or I can say
Yes.
project creation. Second, I can say how you can use AI. Third, the practically understanding each and every terminology like sprint,
Hmm.
review, what is difference with sprint retrospective, everything he just made very clear. So these are the few things which you really want you to understand before being BA.
Okay. So, just wanted to add one more thing. So, what about the confidence you had with respect to the mindset or the BA mindset before and after the session?
A lot. Okay. So before I was not really sure because I was not even sure how to apply for a job. I was randomly applying. I just see business analyst, that's it. I will apply. So I thought someone will call and I'll just make myself justify that I'm good for this job. But no, he after completing all the procedure, he also helped me how to apply for a job, how to do follow up, how to create your resume, what skills you need to enter, and everything. So he helped a lot. After using his resume, I was getting called. To be very honest, he also told
Okay.
me like what exactly like you can update your email ID and everything if you're not getting call and all like the small things which really matters. It's not about you just got the skill and you are into a job. No, there are in between lots of things which you really need to follow. So here also he helped. So yeah, it was a really nice.
Okay, so since you said about the interview calls and all, uh, so did you face any sort of resistance or doubts, when you started applying to jobs before and after PIBA?
Yes. So before applying, before PIBA, applying for jobs and giving interview was very tough for me because I was not confident that I can justify this role. After PIBA, I was confident that I can justify this role, but those people were not confident in me because because somewhere see people will not take you just because you know the thing. You should have experience into that, you should be
Hmm.
able to do that. So here I can give you example after applying even after PIBA session when I was applying for proper banking domain, the payments and everything, the
Okay.
retail banking, they were not taking
Okay.
me. They simply said that you do not, maybe you know theoretically, but we cannot take you. Here you need to make very different JIRA. You should be able to understand the difference between home loan and the car loan and how we can do the automation. Those questions were very
Okay.
tough for me to crack. Okay. So
Okay.
yes, because I was from capital market and finance, and the finance is very vast. you cannot know the home loan at the same time the option strategy. Those things are very different. So even after
Okay.
cracking like the PIBA and the projects and everything, I got to know that yes, I need to do more, and I need to prepare more. I've given lots of interviews, and then I got into a right place. Yes, this was it. Is.
Great, great. So, you mentioned about the usage of AI or the adaptation of AI in PIBA curriculum. So, how do you see AI is transforming the role of business analyst? And can you mention some of the AI skills or AI tools that you use in your day-to-day work life?
So, okay, see, the biggest thing maybe who will watch this video or somebody who is into B, they'll understand that when you are into a very good leading MNCs or when you are into a good firm, they'll not allow you to transfer your data into AI or, for example, ChatGPT. If you want to ask any
Okay.
question to ChatGPT related to your data, your project, ChatGPT doesn't know your project, and if you'll feed your data into that, that's a violation of privacy. So they'll not
Exactly.
allow you. So AI is helpful, but at the same time, it will not help you 100%. What you can do,
Yeah.
like for example, if you need to first understand, for example, how to make a flow chart. This is the very simplest example I'll give. First,
Yeah.
you can what you can do. You can go to ChatGPT. You can feed some example that this is the area I want to create a flow chart. So here AI
Hmm.
can give you lots of suggestions. Those suggestions you can
Yeah.
read, you can compile, and then you can apply that suggestion to your project. So this is how you can use AI. Now nowadays, DA is like a previous roles where you need to put a lots of effort just by understanding few of the concept with the help of AI. Just feed it. If you don't understand one word which is into your project, just feed and ask what is the meaning of that. They'll give you lots of example. They'll explain you everything, and it will make your job like you are spending 2 days into understanding that, but now it will just
Yeah.
take 2 minutes. So this is how AI can help, but here I really want to make sure that AI is not something which you can rely on 100%, but it can make you efficient for very sure. Also, I want to mention that AI helped me to crack the interviews as well because after giving all the interviews, what exactly I was doing,
Okay.
I was writing down all the questions. I was giving it to ChatGPT. Actually, I was using two, three things. I was using Llama, matlab, like from this
Okay.
WhatsApp. If you can go, there's a
Yeah.
Llama which we use. Uh, so I was giving the same set of questions to ChatGPT, to Llama, and they were
Okay.
giving me different answers. And I was just understanding like what I told in that interview and how it is different now. What better way I
Hmm.
can frame my answer in the next interview. This is how I created lots of documents, like two, three documents related to capital
Hmm.
market, margins, and merger and acquisition where I was placed and the finance because these are your area. And here I
Yeah.
created a proper repository of giving a proper answer to my interview people. So here
Okay.
AI helps a lot. Like whatever you know, if you think it's not enough, ask AI. They can at least make you more good or presentable because AI has lots of data which you do not have. Yeah.
Yes, so I understand from your response it is mainly the wise usage of AI to get some inspiration or to get some suggestions on how exactly to work on different things and not to completely rely on it
Hmm.
because at the end of the day it's your data and it's your personal information that you will be sharing it to AI if
Yes.
uh, that's the case. Okay, so let's move to the final question. What advice would you be giving to somebody from finance domain who wants to have a transition into the BA side?
Okay, so the advices would be a long answer. Okay, so now the
That's
first
okay.
thing, first thing, definitely you can do it. It's not impossible because if you'll go out there, people will tell you, no, you're not from BTech, you cannot do it. People will not take you. No, that's not the right thing. People really want people who can do the work. That's it. You should be presentable, you should be good at your knowledge, and you should be able to do the work. That's it. What if you are dedicated enough, you can do a transition. This is the first thing. So somewhere if you are underconfident, I did my BCom, I cannot be a BA. No, that's not true because I'm BCom and I'm a BA. Second, how, like, what next I can say, you need to identify your sweet spot and that transition time where you know this. And for example, you are in a bank, you are in a HDFC bank, you are a
Hmm.
relationship manager, but on a daily basis you see like people are coming for the different roles, different payment system. Okay, so you know the background, you are the SME in that area, you are a subject matter expert. Now what do you need to do? You just need to understand how I can make this process better. That's it. This is the BA, what they are doing. If you know the background, if you're SME, you just need to learn few of the terms and then you can transition. Then you can do your transition. I know, like, I'm not really sure about all the people, but I was
Hmm.
also a relationship manager, and there are few of my colleagues.
Okay.
They were not really happy with the sales part of this area. So they thought if we can go into operations, if we do not have targets. They are not really happy with the targets. Okay, I'm not saying BA
Yeah.
doesn't have any targets, but these are very
Hmm.
different from the sales targets. So they decided to move. Here you can also do, you just need to be SME, you need to understand. Here I think people can help a lot, okay? And
Hmm.
after understanding all the concepts, you can practice a lot, present yourself in front of interviewer and they'll take you. People say there are very less jobs in the market and everything. Yeah, the less jobs are for those who cannot do the job. That's it. If you can do the job, there are multiple jobs in the market, because now also I get lots of call because I was able to justify myself. I also got like 2 to 3 offer letters, and after that I
Hmm.
decided to join one company which suits my lifestyle and everything. So you can do
Okay.
that. 100% possible. Lastly,
Yes.
after PIBA also you need to do lots of hard work. Okay, that's not the enough, because
Yeah.
PIBA may give you lots of knowledge of PI, like BA, but people will ask you the domain, in which domain you can work for hours. There are multiple people who knows BA skills and everything, but
Hmm.
due to the domain, this domain word, they got stuck. They got stuck into logistics. They got stuck into insurance. They cannot move into some other thing. Here also you
Hmm.
need to put a lots of hard work, and after that you can do a transition. Like everything is possible. Because I'll just quote here: Elon Musk can make the rockets. So yes, everything is possible.
Wow, that's a simple yet effective answer. I think a lot of queries you covered within a single answer, and most of the candidates might have this same question with respect to transition or domain related thing. And I think most of them are stuck at this point.
Hmm.
Whether to make a transition or whether am I good at if I have this subject matter expertise within this domain, then how I can go for a BA side. So I think that is one of the effective answers I have heard. Uh, yes. So I think that brings us to the end of one of the most uh, insightful sessions in the PIB Alumni Chronicles, Komal.
Okay.
So, folks out there, I hope you found this conversation with Komal very valuable and filled with practical takeaways. So, like Komal mentioned, you have to be, 100% confident on whatever skills that you are having, and you have to dedicate your 100% or even 200% and work hard, and then nothing is impossible. So just like how Komal showed us how to make a transition or do wonders, so you all can have the same mindset and then can do wonders similar to Komal. So thank you so much, Komal, for taking the time and sharing your valuable takeaways from your career journey. uh, so thank you so much. It was so fun having this conversation with you.
Yes.
Thank you so much for giving us time. Hope to
Yes.
see you in some other episode very soon.
Okay.
uh,
Yeah,
yes.
thank you. Yeah, thank you for having me. And I really want to tell people that yes, even if you want to switch the domain and everything, that's also possible. You can do anything and everything. Just have a faith. Start looking for a things and keep searching, because I was searching for something and I got PIBA. And definitely, if you are searching for something, you can get it. It's a vast. We are living in a very I can say amazing era. You can
Yeah.
understand and get everything on the internet by just sitting at home. It was not possible earlier. So yes, just you just need to, just don't be lazy. That's it, and you can get anything.
Yeah, thank you, Komal.
Okay. Thanks.
So people out there, who are looking for starting your career in BA, or like you are like looking to upskill in your career in the BA journey. So stay motivated, stay ambitious, and you can reach out to PIBA or Interacts, and you can even start upskilling with us. So we'll be back with another amazing episode of Alumni Chronicles. Until next time, stay curious and stay ambitious. Thank you.
Yes.